USA lead for a big lane. She's pulling away. A commanding lead. Goal for the USA.
People say the world is cruel, but you don't really understand how cruel until your body changes. At 26, Nadia had the body people admired, an hourglass figure, the kind that made strangers turn their heads. Clothes fit perfectly, confidence came easily. She didn't know that someday, the same world that praised her beauty would treat her like a problem. Then motherhood happened. Pregnancy changed everything. Her body stretched, her sleep disappeared. Her days were filled with crying babies, exhaustion, and cold meals eaten standing in the kitchen. After her first child, she promised herself she would lose the baby weight, but before she could, she was pregnant again. Then life became survival. Diapers, night feeds, school runs, bills. Slowly, the mirror stopped showing the woman she once recognized. The hourglass shape disappeared. The scale climbed higher every year. At first, she thought people wouldn't notice, but the world notices everything. Strangers began treating her differently. The compliments disappeared. The stares changed. They were no longer admiring, they were judging. One day, she applied for a job she was more than qualified for. The interview lasted 10 minutes. The manager smiled politely and said, "We'll call you." They never did. Later, a friend who worked there told her the truth. They said you didn't look energetic enough for the role. She understood what that meant. People assume obese people are lazy, weak, undisciplined, even when they don't know their story. Nadia didn't know the statistics, but she lived the reality. Then came the small humiliations, clothes stores that didn't carry her size, airplane seats that barely fit, doctors who blamed every health problem on her weight without asking questions. And the worst part, the jokes. People laughed about obese bodies like they weren't talking about real human beings. But the deepest wound was invisible: loneliness. Because the world often treats obesity like a moral failure, as if weight automatically defines character. Many people believe obese individuals are lazy or lacking self-control. Nadia knew something different. Her weight wasn't a joke. It was a story of sleepless nights, stress, hormonal changes, comfort eating while life felt overwhelming, and years of putting everyone else first. But one evening, something happened that changed her perspective. Her daughter asked a simple question. "Mommy, why do people laugh at big people?" The question hit her like a stone, because children don't learn cruelty by themselves. They watch adults. That night, Nadia made 2 promises. The first promise was to herself. She told herself that she would fight for her health again, not because the world demanded it, but because she deserved to feel strong. The second promise was for the world. She would never judge someone by their body, because you never know what battles shaped that body. Obesity is not something to celebrate, but cruelty is not something to justify either. Behind every body, there is a human story, and sometimes a little kindness can weigh less than judgment, but mean much more. The world became cruel when her body changed, but kindness should never depend on someone's weight.